Hello everyone, welcome to another Creative Crafts Niche video. Today I'm sharing with you a project that I'm finishing up putting together using my Camping Critters honeycomb die cut that I spoke about in my other videos. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the cartridge that I was referring to. Alright, hold on. Okay, so this is the cartridge that I use in order for me to be able to get the shapes that I needed in order to create the honeycomb. And let me see. I use this right here, and that's the shift signs button, and that's on page 47. And I believe I also used, let's see, this one right here. And this one is also shift sign, and that's on page 51. So I was able to use that die cut to go ahead and cut this out and use this as a layer. And now what I'm doing is I cut it out on this plastic from a packaging of something that I bought for myself. It's like a makeup packaging, so basically one side it has all the holes, and then on the other side is where I'm adhering all the little pieces that goes in these holes. What I did was I took right here and I put a strip of double-sided sticky tape, and that looks like this. As you can see, I ran out of it, but I used this one, and I believe this is the 3/8 of an inch. Now I was able to try it out, but I would recommend, if you can get it to cover up almost the whole area, it would be better, and I'll show you why later on. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish putting this together. So what I did was I adhered some red sticky tape on inside the holes, and then I'm just gonna, with the folder closed, I'm gonna go ahead and put this down just like that, kind of get it to fit in there. And you can either do them one at a time, or you can do, take out a couple, so it'll be easier, because what's really tedious is the putting on the tape and taking off the little backings of it. And another recommendation that I would recommend to you is, if you're trying this at home, I don't know if you should use your deep cut blade, but I use my regular cut blade for this, and I put it to cut multi-cut, and so that cut 3 times, and also use this to kind of help you get that down just like that. Okay, and then once you have it down, then you just go ahead and kind of lift it up like that. I don't know if you can see, this one looks kind of dull because I tried using the Scotch glue, but it takes too long to glue, and to dry, and I don't think it would eventually work out. I tried out 2 pieces, but it just keeps moving. So I kind of felt with the red sticky tape it would be easier, because even when you try to reposition it, it's really sticky, so you don't have to worry about them coming out for a while. The the difference between this folder and your regular Cricut folders is that you would have to use a C plate and two B and you would have to use the a B plate, a C plate, and the A plate in order for you to be able to get this to work, because it's so thin. You would need extra shimmies on it in order for you to be able to achieve it. And before I went ahead and put down all these little backings, I did try it out on a couple that I already had adhered down, so I wouldn't have to, you know, go through all this and getting this put down and then eventually it did not work. So I did test it out and it does work. So you know, like I said before, I've been wanting to get the honeycomb folder, but I was able to achieve, you know, to get this done with a die cut instead of having to go ahead and purchase it. And what I like about this folder that I'm creating right now is that I can be able to use it as a stencil. And I'm going to go ahead and show you that later on. You can, you know, use markers and kind of color it in the inside, different colors, color in some and not all, or just use like your ink pads on them. So I'm gonna be giving away the digital file for this cut. As I mentioned before, all you need to do is first of all, you need to have the Camping Critters cartridge in order for this to work. That's first thing. The second thing that you have to do is Maymay made his design team, which I am one of the design team members. We're having a YouTube hop, and almost every day we're doing a video, and I want you to leave a comment on all of our videos and be a subscriber to all of us in order for you to be entered. And it's not going to be random. It's not going to be like only a select. So basically, if you do those things, you'll be able to just get one. I'm not going to be random picking out anybody. So you just have to leave a comment on all of our videos, be a subscriber to all of us, because that'll show, like, you know, you're following us. Alright, so there, I've done that. So it'll show that you're following all of us, and you know, you'll be able to know what kind of stamps Maymay sells, and how you can put together some stuff for Christmas or whatever. So what I also did was I gave this an outline. I don't know if you can see that, but I gave this an outline. So with the outline, I only give it a one cut, because I just wanted an outline. I didn't want it to actually cut through. And so the reason why I did that, so if I went ahead and I cut my paper down, just like that. I'm not going to trim this down because I want to be able to use it like a card. But basically, you will put it down just like that. Those lines will be able to guide you and getting it nicely centered. Okay. And it does not fit this way, but you can trim it down. Actually, I'm gonna have to go ahead and trim this down. So just give me a sec. This is my new trimmer. I am in love with it because I'm able to, let's see, what size is this? Okay. I'm able to know exactly where I will be cutting at because of this little line in the middle, that little metal piece in the middle. And then it has for you to lock it. So if you're going to put this somewhere where you're going to lay it up like that, you can be able to stop it from it opening up. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open up my cutter bug. I'm going to position my A plate, and actually let me try to get a better lighting here. Let's see, okay, that's much better. Alright, so I have my A plate, I have my C plate, and actually I'm going to, my C plate, I'm going to take my folder and I'm going to insert my cardstock. I'm going to align that up with those lines. Okay, alright, that's good enough. And I'm going to go ahead and run this through my cutter bug. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it through 2 times. Actually more than 2 times. Okay. Alright, so I got 30 there because I think my B plate was dirty. But as you can see, here you get your, let me see if I can bring this lighting up. Okay. Alright, so here you get your impression in the front and in the back. And so as you can see here, you get the little impressions of your red sticky tape. So if you can get the red sticky tape to be able to lay out the width and the length, at least from here to here all the way like that, I think it would look much better on the inside. But you know what? I will be able to use this just like that, and I don't mind that it kind of looks a tad bit shiny. The fact that I was able to achieve what I wanted is good enough for me. And so yeah, so I hope you liked this video and was able to learn a trick on how you can upcycle your clear plastic packaging to make embossing folders and stencils. And actually, the second thing that I wanted to show you is that if you go ahead and kind of score it there, where where you can be able to bend this one back. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Okay, so you can actually get it in there just like that. Anyways, no. Basically, before you go ahead and glue it down, see if you can go ahead and score it. Let me see if I can score it using my Martha Stewart scoring board. Okay, let's see. because, okay, here we go. See, if you're able to get just the back one to bend, it'll be easier for you to be able to use the front as a stencil. So move that out the way. And then you can just go ahead and position this using some tape. Just get some tape and position some tape to keep it down, and so that'll keep it nice and sturdy. And then you can, go ahead and grab, like, let's see, blue and orange go together. So let me see, I think I have a orange already open. Excuse me, got my hair all over the place. Alright, I guess I can use this color. So you can either go ahead and ink it up this way if you don't want to emboss it. Right? Until that fills up. Or you can take one of your markers. I'm going to use one of my stamp markers here. Oops. Got butterfingers today. And I'll just go ahead and kind of draw around it. And you can either do like polka dots, right? Or draw around it and do some stripes. You understand? Or you could just go ahead and just fill it in. Okay, so when you're done with that, then all you have to do is remove this, and there you have the image that you just had from here onto here without embossing it. So you give your paper pattern paper. So thank you so much for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and you have a blessed day. Bye.